I'm Matangi. I'm the MC for this show. It's Nirupama's Arangetram, and I am here to support her. Come, I'll show you some pookolam and all that. As you can see, this is the pookolam that's been done for the decoration at the entrance of the hall. It has been decorated with a beautiful velakku as well, which I think is very beautifully decorated with flowers. Moving on, I would like to show you the reception table. So this is the Arangetram's brochure. Very beautifully put together. So this has details about the dance pieces that she's going to be performing, along with the orchestra that's going to be supporting her. The whole program should last for about 2 hours, and I will be emceeing it all. So this is my first time and I'm quite excited about it. And I'd also like to introduce you to the reception girls who will be welcoming and ushering our audiences inside. Apart from all of that, I would like to welcome all those who are joining our live streaming because you're all not able to make it to the program in person. Thank you very much for taking out the time. I'd like to come. So this is Reshma. So she's going to help with the ushering and showing the audience their seats. You are? So she's Shalini. She is also going to help with the ushering. Christy. She is going to help with makeup and the backstage operations of the whole thing. Come. This one's my favorite. Your name is?
Lekha.
Her name is Lekha. So she's going to help around in the backstage as well, and she's going to be my support as well. I need help as well. This one's another favorite of mine. Your name is? Yashaswini. She is also, these are all friends that I've made overnight in the last 2-3 days. Yes, and she's also going to be helping me backstage. Thank you. Yeah. So, come, I'll take you all in there. As you can see, this is the auditorium. The stage is still being set up for the light and the sound. We will shortly take you to Okay, so that is Guru Geethanadhan, Nirupama's teacher. She is doing her Arangetram thanks to him. So we will shortly take you on to the slideshow of Nirupama's photos. You can see her growth as a dancer in those slides. Please feel free to leave your thoughts and wishes in the comment section under the link. We will commence the program shortly. See you soon. and a very good evening to ladies, gentlemen, and all Rasikas. It is my pleasure to invite you on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Balaji, Guru Geethanadhan, and CFAS to the Arangetram performance of Kumari Nirupama. I am Matangi, and I will be your MC for this evening. A heartfelt welcome to our guest of honor this evening, Mrs. Shanta Rati. Thank you, madam, for enriching this event with your presence. We would also like to welcome Mrs. Renuka Vaidyanathan, Mrs. Ranjani Rangan, and Mr. Meenakshi Sundaram, valuable members of committee of CFAS. During these wonderful times, it is great to see friends, family, and fellow citizens gathering today to support Nirupama in her journey of dance. Thank you all for your presence. To those in the audience, a gentle reminder to have your mask on throughout the program. Please remain at your assigned seats and do not intermingle. There would be no intermission during the show. If you do leave the premises, you can return back into the theater at an appropriate break during the program. Consumption of food and drinks will not be allowed inside the auditorium. No flash photography is allowed during the performance. And let's all kindly put our mobile and beeping devices in silent mode. Let us all do our part to have a safe and a magical evening. Without further ado, let's begin the program. We shall begin this beautiful evening by invoking Lord Ganesha to bless us all. Kritika Balaji will do the honors. We would like to mention a few words about her guru, Sri Vaidyanathan Balasubramaniam. Born in 1956, he comes from a family of renowned musicians and strongly believes being a part of the Sishya Parampara of music stalwarts. He has been bestowed with the title of Asthana Vidwan by His Holiness Jagat Guru Sri Jayendra Saraswati Swamigal of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham in September 2014. Further, he has been awarded Shyama Shastri Sangeeta Ratna title at Kanchipuram. She will now present us with Sri Mahaganapati Rautamam by Muthuswami Dikshidhar in Ragam Gaula, set to Mr. Chapu Talam.
Shri Mahaganapati Ravatu 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 Siddhi Vinayako Matangamukha Shri Mahaganapati Ravatu Siddhi Vinayako Matangamukha Shri Mahaganapati Ravatu Kamajanaka Videndra Sannuta Kamalalaya Tadanivasa Kamajanaka Videndra Sannuta Kamalalaya Tadanivasa Kamajanaka विधीन्द्रसन्नुत कमलालय तदनिवास कोमलधर पल्लव पदकर कोमलधर पल्लव पदकर गुरुगुहाग्रज शिवात्मज कोमलधर पल्लव पदकर गुरुगुहाग्रज शिवात्मज पामदे मेरे गमतन कुजं निस रे केट तपनिस जनुतनि सरिम तकनं मगम तनत पापमदिमित मपणित दिमितरि पणि सरि कुकुन्तरि मपणित किट्नजं ऋगमत दिमितरि निसरि स कुकुन्तकु पणि पतदि कीट ऋगमरि सजं तरित सानि पम तरिङ्गिणदु श्रीमहागणपतिरवतु मां सिद्धिविनायको मातङ्गमुख श्रीमहागणपतिरवतु माम् सुवर्णकर्षणवीरराजो पादाम्बुजो गौरवर्णवचनतरो बालचन्द्रो नरादिविनुत लम्बोदरो कुवलय स्वविशानपाशाङ्कुशमोदक नरादिविनुत लम्बोदरो कुवलय स्वविशानपाशाङ्कुशमोदक प्रकाशकरो भवजलतिर्नावो प्रकाशकरो भवजलतिर्नावो मूल प्रकृति सपाल सुखतरो प्रकाशकरो भवजलतिर्नावो मूल प्रकृति सपाल सुखतरो रविसहस्रसन्निपदेहो कविजननुतमोषिकवाहो अवनत देवत समूहो अविनाश कैवल्यदेहो रविसहस्रसन्निपदेहो कविजननुतमोषिकवाहो अवनत देवत समूहो अविनाश कैवल्यदेहो श्रीमहागणपतिरवतु मां सिद्धिविनायको मातङ्गमुख श्रीमहागणपतिरवतु माम् नमस्कारम्
That was a beautiful rendition. A round of applause for the sweet girl, ladies and gentlemen. I would now like to invite the musicians onto the stage. Thank you. We begin today's Arangetram with Kamakshi Stuti, composed in Kalyani Ragam, set to Adi Thalam, choreographed by Guru Geethanadhan PK, composed by Swami Haridas Giri. In this invocatory item, the dancer pays obeisance to Goddess Kamakshi. O Goddess Kamakshi, my Kamakshi, who lives in Kamakoti Peetam, one who adorns intricate ornaments with a blouse that is red like sindoor, anointed with kasturi paste and flowers in hands. The waves of the ocean are at your mercy. The goddess of Kanchi, with your one glance, our desires are fulfilled. My salutations to Goddess Kamakshi.
ಕಾಂಚೀನೂಪುರ ರತ್ನಕಂಕಣಲಸತ್ಕೇಯೂರ ಹಾರೋಜ್ವಲ ಕಾಂಚೀನೂಪುರ ರತ್ನಕಂಕಣ ಲಸತ್ಕೇಯೂರ ಹಾರೋಜ್ವಲ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಾರುಣ ಕಂಚು ಕಾಂಚನ ಕುಚ ಕಸ್ತೂರಿಕಾ ಚರ್ಚಿತ ಕಲ್ಹಾರಾಂಚಿತ ಹಸ್ತಯುಗ್ಮಲಸಿತ ಕಾರುಣ್ಯ ಕಲ್ಲೋಲಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಕಲಯಾಮಿ ಕಲ್ಪಲತಿಕಾ ಕಾಂಚೀಪುರಿ ದೇವತ ಕಾಂಚೀಪುರಿ ದೇವತ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಗೌರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಸೋಮಶೇಖರಾರ್ಧ ಶರೀರಿಣಿ ಮಹಾತ್ರಿಪುರ ಸುಂದರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಗೌರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಸೋಮಶೇಖರಾರ್ಧ ಶರೀರಿಣಿ ಮಹಾತ್ರಿಪುರ ಸುಂದರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಕಾಮರಾಜ ಬೀಜ ಮಂತ್ರ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಕಾಮರಾಜ ಬೀಜ ಮಂತ್ರ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ನಳಿನಿ ಕಾಲಹರಿಣಿ ನೀಲರಮಣಿ ಕರುಣಯಮ ಪಾಲಯ ಮಾಲಿನಿ ಕಾಮರಾಜ ಬೀಜ ಮಂತ್ರ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಿ ನಳಿನಿ ಕಾಲಹರಿಣಿ ನೀಲರಮಣಿ ಕರುಣಯಮ ಪಾಲಯ ಮಮಯಿ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಗೌರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಸೋಮಶೇಖರಾರ್ಧ ಶರೀರಿಣಿ ಮಹಾತ್ರಿಪುರ ಸುಂದರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಸೋದರಿ ಪಾರ್ಥಸಾರಥಿ ಸೋದರಿ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಶಂಕರಿ ರಾಣಿ ಪಂಪಾ ತೀರವಾಸಿನಿ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂಬಾ ಪಂಪಾ ತೀರವಾಸಿನಿ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ ಅಂಬಾ ಶುಂಭನಿ ಶುಂಭಾಸುರಮರ್ದಿನಿ ಅಂಬಾ ಜಗದಂಬಾ ಶುಂಭನಿ ಶುಂಭಾಸುರಮರ್ದಿನಿ ಅಂಬಾ ಜಗದಂಬಾ ಸುಂದರಿ ಕಮಲಾಯ ದಾಕ್ಷಿ ನಿರಂಜರಿ ಸುಂದರಿ ಕಮಲಾಯ ದಾಕ್ಷಿ ನಿರಂಜರಿ ಸುಂದರಿ ಕಮಲಾಯ ದಾಕ್ಷಿ ನಿರಂಜರಿ ಹರಿದಾಸ ಹೃದಯ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಗೌರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಸೋಮಶೇಖರಾರ್ಧ ಶರೀರಿಣಿ ಮಹಾತ್ರಿಪುರ ಸುಂದರಿ ಲಲಿತೆ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿ ಪೀಠ ವಾಸಿನಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಗೌರಿ
Thank you, Nirupama. That was an invigorating performance. It deserves an encouraging round of applause again. I would like to introduce our artists, beginning with our debutante of the day. Nirupama started Bharatanatyam from the tender age of 7 under the tutelage of Guru Srimati Sadhana from Sadhana Performing Arts. She continued to train under Guru V. Balagurunathan, Guru Shyamjit Kiran, and Guru Srimati Maya Balakrishna Kurup at the Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society, CIFAS, and completed her 5th year examination under the tutelage of Guru Srimati Gayatri Sachidanandar. She completed her diploma in Bharatanatyam in 2019 under the tutelage of Guru Geethanadhan PK, from whom she has been learning since 2015 until now. Nirupama has been actively dancing since primary school. She has participated in numerous festivals where her teams clinched the Certificate of Distinction. She was selected for the Dance Talent Development Program managed by LaSalle College of Arts and organized by the National Arts Council and the Ministry of Education in 2014. She has also participated in numerous competitions and events. She's won the first prize in the Papanasam Shivan competition in 2017, which was organized by Shivan Fine Arts Academy and Global Indian Cultural Center. She has actively performed in Vasantham for the Tamil Language Month for 2012 to 2014. Nirupama has also performed in various CIFAS events such as Navaratri celebrations, CIFAS Academy Day, Students' Night, and for CIFAS Open House. She also performed in Prakriti Vikriti at the Esplanade Theatre in 2021. She has collaborated with Tattva for Kandanal Mudalai, Shakti, the Primordial Force, and Ninaivugal music videos. Alongside dance, Nirupama has been an ardent Tamil lover since young. She has participated in essay writing and speech competitions. She was the runner-up in the Tamil presentation competition organized by the Annamalai Alumni Association from 2016 to 2018. She also took part in Surabhi, a national debate competition organized by National Junior College, and her team clinched the championship in 2016. Nirupama also acted and danced in a Vasantham television production, Mahakavi, which explored Subramanya Bharati's love for the Tamil language and the morals he stood up for. Apart from all this, Nirupama is currently pursuing her Bachelor's of Psychological Sciences in the University of Queensland, Australia. And now, with that, we shall move on to the main piece of this Arangetram, the Varnam. Nayaganai Varasolladi, composed in Karnada Ragam, set to Adi Thalam, choreographed by Guru Geethanadhan PK, and composed by Ambujam Krishnan. Nayaganai Varasolladi Adi Nari, அவனின்றி தரியாதோ இவ்வுயிர் என்றும் மாயம் ஏதோ செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் மையலாகி மனமும் மெய்யும் வாடுதே. O Sakhi, I have an unconditional desire to be with Krishna. Can you please ask Krishna to embrace me and free me from the torment of waiting? O Vasudeva, my soul will not continue without your presence. The one who adorns flower garlands and captures the hearts of all the gopikas, please have mercy on me. My mind and body are withering without your presence. O Venugopala, I wonder what spell you cast on me. With the music that flows from your flute, I forget my existence in this world. With your one glance, I lose my state of mind, and with your mesmerizing smile, I lose myself to you. My supreme Vasudeva, one who protected Draupadi, you have captured my heart. O Madhava, I am disheartened from waiting for you on the path that you take that is filled with the smell of flower, perfumery, and holy basil. I am longing for your sweet words day and night. Please get rid of the torture and hug me lovingly.
வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி
தள்ளம் குதக்க திக்கு தக்க தத்திங்கிண்ண தோம் த தி த க ந க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த க தி த க ந க ஜம் த ரி கி ட த க த தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தத்தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தத்தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தத்தடீம் குதாம் கிடதகதாம் கிடதகதாம் தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தத்தடீம் குதாம் கிடதகதாம் கிடதகதாம் தத்தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தக்க தி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் கிடதகதி தக்கண்ணக்க ஜம் தக்க தத்திங்கிண்ட தும் தக்க தத்திங்கிண்ட தும் தக்க தத்திங்கிண்ட தும்
நாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை 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 வர சொல்லடி நாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை சொல்லடி சகியதுநாயகனே வர சொல்லடி
தளம் குதக்க திக்கு தக்க ததிங்கிண்ண தூம் தத்தி தக்கண்டக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தத்த டீம் குதாம் கிடதகதாம் தக்கதி தக்கண்டக்க ஜம் தரி கிட்ட தக்க தத்த டீம் குதாம் கிடதகதாம் தத்தி தக்கண்டக்க ஜம் தக்கதி தக்கண்டக்க ஜம் கிடதகதி தக்கண்டக்க ஜம் தக்க ததிங்கிண்ண தூம் தக்க ததிங்கிண்ண தூம் தக்க ததிங்கிண்ண தூம்
நாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் என்று 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 அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது இவ்வுயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது இவ்வுயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது இவ்வுயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் நாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது
தளம் குதக்க திக்கு தக்க ததிங்கிண்ண தூம் ஜெண்டுத்த கிட்ட தக்க தாம் தக்குந்தரி கிட்ட தக்க திமித கிட்ட தக்க தி தக்குந்தரி கிட்ட தக்க ஜெண்டுத்த கிட்ட தக்க தாம் திமித கிட்ட தக்க தி ಜಂಡುತ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಕ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಕ ಜಂಡುತ ತದಿಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತು ಜಂಡುತ ತದಿಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ಕುಂತ ದಿಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತು ಜಂಡುತ ತದಿಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ಕುಂತ ದಿಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ಕುಂತ ದಿಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತು
நாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் என்று அறிநாழி அவனெங்கே தெரியாது உயிர் என்று மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ பாலன் மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் 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 மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ
ದಳ್ಳಂ ಕುತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕುತಕ ತದ್ದಿಂಗಿಣ್ಣ ತೂಂ ತರಿತ ಜಣ್ಣುತ ದಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ ತಾಂ ತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕುತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ಜಣ್ಣುತ ದಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ ಧರಿ ಗಿಡ್ಡ ತಾಂ ತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕುತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತರಿತ ಜಣ್ಣುತ ತಕ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ಜಣ್ಣುತ ದಿಮಿತ ತಕ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತರಿ ದಣ್ಣ ಜಣ್ಣು ದಿಮಿತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತರಿ ದಣ್ಣ ಜಣ್ಣು ತಕ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತಕ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತಕ ತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತರಿ ದಣ್ಣ ಜಣ್ಣು ದಿಮಿ ತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕುತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕುತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ ತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕುತ ದೀಂ ಗಿಣ್ಣ ತುಂ
மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் மாயம் ஏது செய்தானோ வேணுகோபாலன் மையலாகி மனமு மெய்யும் வாடுதே மையலாகி மனமு மெய்யும் வாடுதே மையலாகி மனமோ 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 மையலாகி மனமோ மெய்யும் வாடுதே மையலாகி மனமோ மெய்யும் வாடுதே மையலாகி
தள்ளம் குதக்க திக்குதக்க தத்திங்கிண்ண தூம் த தி தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரிதா தி தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரிதா தக்கணக்க ஜம் தரிதா ஜம் தரிதா தத்தி தக்கணக்க தி தக்கணக்க தக்கணக்க கிடதக திரிகிடுதும் தத்தி தக்கணக்க தி தக்கணக்க தக்கணக்க கிடதக திரிகிடுதும் தத்தி தக்கணக்க தி தக்கணக்க தக்கணக்க கிடதக திரிகிடுதும்
மையலாகி மனமு நீயும் வாடுதே மையலாகி மனமு நீயும் வாடுதே பாப்பம பகமதி நிசரி கபமகமதனி பமபனி பமபக பாபமபகமதி நிசரி கபமகமதனி பமபனி பமபக பகமதனி ச நிச நித நிச கமதி ச சானி சனி மதனி நாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி பன்னிசையில் பாரும் மறந்தேன் கண்ணசையன் கருத்துமிழந்தேன் பன்னிசையில் பாரும் மறந்தேன் கண்ணசையில் என் கருத்துமிழந்தேன் சிரிப்பு என் பெண்மை இழந்தேன் இனி மோடி செய்தல் ஏற்காது என்றுரைத்து நாயகனை வர சொல்லடி பன்னிசையில் பாரும் மறந்தேன் கண்ணசையன் கருத்துமிழந்தேன் பன்னிசையில் பாரும் மறந்தேன் கண்ணசையன் கருத்துமிழந்தேன் சிரிப்பு என் பெண்மை இழந்தேன் இனி மோடி செய்தல் ஏற்காது என்றுரைத்து நாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி யதுநாயகனை வர சொல்லடி சகி தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் 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 தயை புரிய தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய சொல்லடி பகமதை சனி சனி தனி சரி கமதனி பதையை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்குதையை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்குதையை புரிய மையள் மீது கோபியரை மகிழ்விட்ட மாதவனை மையள் மீது கோபியரை மகிழ்விட்ட மாதவனை மையள் மீது கோபியரை மகிழ்விட்ட மாதவனை தயை புரிய தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய சொல்லடி நிபரீரி சரிக கமதி சத்திரேச கமதத மதனி சத்திரேச நிப நிரபம கமதனி தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய சொல்லடி விடையேழ அடர்ந்து வனிதை கரம் கொண்ட வீராதி வீரன் தன்பால் மாறாயன் காதல் சொல்லி விடையேழ அடர்ந்த வனிதை கரம் கொண்ட வீராதி வீரன் தன்பால் மாறாயன் காதல் சொல்லி விடையேழ அடர்ந்த வனிதை கரம் கொண்ட வீராதி வீரன் தன்பால் மாறாயன் காதல் சொல்லி தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய சொல்லடி சாச திரி சனி பம கம தி 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 க மத நி சாச திரி சனி பம கம தி 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 க மத நி சதி சரி தி க மதி சனி ரி சனி பம பக மத நி தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய தயை புரிய சொல்லடி வானோர் காவின்று வனிதைக்கு வரம் கொணர்ந்த வள்ளலே என் உள்ளம் கொண்ட வாசுதேவனே வானோர் காவின்று வனிதைக்கு வரம் கொணர்ந்த வள்ளலே என் உள்ளம் கொண்ட வாசுதேவனே வானோர் காவின்று வனிதைக்கு வரம் கொணர்ந்த வள்ளலே என் உள்ளம் கொண்ட வாசுதேவனே தயை புரிய சொல்ல தயை புரிய தயை புரிய சொல்லடி சதனி பப மம கக மம ரிரி சதனி சரி சரி பக கமத மத நிரி சதனி பப மம கக மம ரிரி சரி சரி பக கமத மத நிரி சரி நி சரி நி சரி பக கம ரிரி ச கமரி சனி பரி சனி பம கக மத நி தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய தயை புரிய சொல்லடி மலருடன் மணக்கமள் களப துளவமுடன் மாதவன் மறுபடி பார்த்து சோர்ந்து நெஞ்ச மலருடன் மணக்கம் களப துளவமுடன் மாதவன் மறுபடி பார்த்து சோர்ந்து நெஞ்ச அன்பு பகர் அன்பு சொல்லு கேங்குயன் அல்லலகற்றி அன்புடன் கணைதிட தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்கும் தயை புரிய சொல்லடி மலருடன் மணக்கமள் களப துளவமுடன் மாதவன் மறுபடி பார்த்து சோர்ந்துடன் அன்பும் பகலும் அன்பு கேங்குயன் அல்லலகற்றி அன்புடன் அணைதிட தயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்குதயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்குதயை புரிய சொல்லடி எனக்குதயை புரிய சொல்லடி
As I always say, there is no dance without music. We have a wonderful orchestra supporting Nirupama tonight, providing divine music. I would now like to introduce our talented team of musicians who have graciously been supporting Nirupama in her endeavor. I would like to start by introducing our vocalist, Guru T.P. Nishant. Guru T.P. Nishant did his initial training for 6 years under the tutelage of Srimati Vatsala. For 11 years, he learnt under Chandramana Narayanan Nambudri and later advanced training under Guru. Please bear with me as I'm dealing with the papers. Mavelikara Prabhakara Varma. He is the disciple of Padma Bhushan Sangeeta Kalacharya P.S. Narayana Swami, direct disciple of Dr. Semmangudi Srinivasa Iyer. Guru Nishant holds a master's degree with top rank from the University of Calicut. He is an All India Radio accredited A-grade artist. Guru Nishant is a seasoned artist who has performed regularly in top musical institutes, including Swati Tirunal Sangeeta Sabha, Chennai Music Festival, and Madras Music Academy. He is a recipient of the Kanchi Kamakoti Asthana Vidwan title and has performed extensively at various sabhas in India. Guru Nishant joined CFAS as a Carnatic vocal tutor in March 2011. At CFAS, he has trained many senior students for solo performances and competitions, and several of his students have done exceptionally well during annual exams. Moving on to the next artist, Shri Geethanadhan PK. Apart from being Nirupama's dance guru, he is also on the Nattuvangam today. Geethanadhan is an alumnus of the world's renowned dance institute, Kalakshetra, where he obtained his diploma and post-diploma after completing 6 years of rigorous training. He is currently with Singapore's Pioneer Academy, Singapore Indian Fine Arts, CFAS, and is working as a senior Bharatanatyam tutor for the past 6 years. Geethanadhan originally hails from Kerala, and his inspiration for arts starts from his roots, where both his parents are theatre drama artists. His brother is a graduate of Kalakshetra and works as a guest faculty in the dance department. His dance journey started at the tender age of 5, which eventually gave him the exposure to participate in state-level Kerala school youth festivals for 4 consecutive years, and scoring high grades and accolades for his dancing abilities. Later on, he continued to take part and perform in numerous international festivals like the Commonwealth Games in 2009 and in several countries, namely China, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Japan, Singapore, and Malaysia. In India, he has performed at prestigious platforms such as the National Games, Surya Festival, Brahmotsavam of ISKCON Temple, Swanubhava Festival, and the 125th birth anniversary celebrations of Nehru in Delhi. and was also part of Apsara Arts Anjaneyam at the Esplanade Theatre, Singapore. Guru Geethanadhan is also a regular face in the Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society productions such as Prakriti Vikriti and Natya Yatra. As a blossoming artist and a sought-after guru, he has guided many of his students to become outstanding dancers and win numerous awards in competitions. He has done Arangetrams of other students. Geethanadhan also enjoys and dabbles in illustrating, which he does often in his free time. Moving on to Shri T. Ramanan. He's our mridangist for the evening. Shri T. Ramanan started learning mridangam at the age of 12 from the late Shri R. Thangavelu of Kuala Lumpur. In 1981, he joined the Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society and studied under the loving care of Shri Karaikudi R. Krishnamurthy. Ramanan passed his Mridangam final examination conducted by the society in June 1984 with distinction and was awarded a certificate of merit. This was followed by his Arangetram during Sri T.V. Shankara Narayanan's concert in July 1984. Sri Ramanan has been performing regularly since 1981 for numerous music and dance programs. He has accompanied many accomplished musicians and dancers, both locally and abroad. To date, he has provided mridangam accompaniment for more than 350 Bharatanatyam Arangetrams. He was a past leader with the Singapore Indian Orchestra and Choir of the People's Association, for which he has been actively involved for about 20 years. In 1998, he was awarded Sangeeta Kala Nipuna by Nrityalaya Aesthetic Society, and in 2009 was awarded the title Sangeeta Kalamani by Apsara's Arts. On the violin, we have Shri Guru Ganesh Kumar. He is a disciple of Shri H.K. Narasimha Murthy of All India Radio, Mysore. He started learning at the age of 10 and had advanced training with M.A. Sundaresan. He has trained many students in India and abroad, including working in CFAS in the years 2004 to 2010. His students have gone on to win prizes in the NAC and Papanasam Sivan competitions. He has performed internationally and has accompanied many senior artists like T.V. Shankara Narayanan, Neela Ram Gopal, Nagamani Srinath, and Suma Sudhindra. He is a B high-graded artist and accomplished solo performer in All India Radio and Doordarshan. He has received the Best Accompanist Award from the Gayana Samaja and Malleshwaram Sangeeta Sabha in Bangalore. Guru Ganesh Kumar rejoined CFAS in May 2019. Last but not the least, on the flute we have Shri R. Srinivasan. He hails from the family of musicians for 5 generations. He started learning Carnatic flute from Sri Venu Pillai in Madurai, Tamil Nadu. He was guided by his mother, Srimati Padmasini Ramaseshan, graded artist of All India Radio, Madurai. He has undergone advanced learning from Sri R. Swaminathan, senior disciple of flute maestro Dr. N. Ramani and Sri G. Sridhar at Temple of Fine Arts, Singapore. Mr. Srinivasan has received titles like Kalaimamani by Government of Tamil Nadu, India, Kuralisai Tendral by Tamil Isai Kalagam, Madurai, Gana Pravina by Temple of Fine Arts, Singapore. Mr. Srinivasan also started performing solo concerts at the age of 16. He has performed solo concerts in All India Radio Doordarshan, Chennai, and various temples, sabhas across India and Singapore. He is an accomplished accompanist for classical Bharatanatyam. He has accompanied leading classical dancers in India, Singapore, and Malaysia. The artists have been of immense support to Nirupama's performance tonight. A huge round of applause for the talented musicians, please. With that, we move on to the next dance item for the evening, Padam. Padari Varugadu, composed in Ragam Kamboji, set to Rupakam Thalam, choreographed by Srimati Rukmani Devi Arundale, composer Vaitishwara Kovil Subburama Iyer. பதறி வருகுது உருகுது என்னாவி பதைக்குது வகை சொல்லடி சற்றே நில்லடி மனம் கல்லோடி. The Nayika tells her Sakhi to bring Lord Muruga of Parani to her. Oh Sakhi, I am experiencing a mental turmoil and missing the company of my Lord Murugan in Parani. I request you to bring my Lord to me to soothe my heart. O Vadivela, shower your love and compassion on me and enchant me. Dear Sakhi, cajole my Lord so that he would come forthwith. My body trembles and my life is unstable without him. Please suggest a way out of his complexity. Are you hard-hearted? Do not play around, O Sakhi, making fun of me. I placed my love and trust on the Lord at Parani, who has no rival. I feel the arrows of Cupid on my chest. Please bring my Lord Kandan to me. Please bring my Vadivelan to me, so that we too can embrace and have fun. He will sing the melody Kamboji to me and enchant me with his charm. There is nobody like him to be a match for me. He held my hand and gave me a precious stone. Go to him and sing his praise. Then do whatever it takes to bring him here without any excuse.
எதிரில்லாத பழனியில் வேலவர் இடத்தில் உறுதி கருத்தில் வைத்த பின் எதிரில்லாத பழனியில் வேலவர் இடத்தில் உறுதி கருத்தில் வைத்த பின் எதிரில்லாத பழனியில் வேலவர் இடத்தில் உறுதி கருத்தில் வைத்த பின் ஏதோ மதங்கனை மார்பினில் சோறுதே எந்தன் துரை கந்த சாமியை கூப்பிவ ஏதோ மதங்கனை மார்பினில் சோறுதே எந்தன் துரை கந்த சாமியை கூட்டிவ எதிரில்லாத பழனியில் வேலவர் மாதங்கனை மார்பீனு சூருதே எந்தன் துரை கந்த சாமியை கூட்டிவா ஏதோ மதங்கனை மார்பீனில் சோருதே எந்தன் துரை கந்த சாமியை கூட்டிவா பதறி வருகுதுருகுதன் நவி படைக்குது வகை சொல்லடி சற்றே நில்லடி மனம் கல்லோடியடி தழுக்கு கூலுக்கு மெனுக்கென்ன போடி பதறி வருகு துருகுதன் நவி படைக்குது வகை சொல்லடி சற்றே நில்லடி மனம் கல்லோடியடி தழுக்கு கூலுக்கு மெனுக்கென்ன பொடி பதறி வருகு துருகுதன் நவி படைக்குது வகை சொல்லடி வாடியந்தன் வடிவேலரை கூட்டிவா குடி மறுவி குலாவி விளையாட 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 படுவார் காம்போஜி மையை போடி போடுவார் என் மீது பாடுவார் காம்போஜி மையை போடி போடுவார் என் மீது போடி அவரை போலிது ஜோடுண்டோடி பிடித்தார் எந்தன் கை கொடுத்தார் மாணிக்கம் போடி அவரை போலிது ஜோடுண்டோடி பிடித்தார் எந்தன் தழுக்கு கோளுக்கு மெனுக்கென்ன பொடி பதறி வருகு குருகுதன் நாவி படைக்கு வகை
That was a wonderful rendition and presentation with grace, poise, and prowess. Arangetram is one of the cardinal events in every dancer's life. In the journey towards achieving this milestone, many great people and organizations join with positivity and good wishes to help the dancer. Foremost among them is the institution to which she belongs, CFAS. Singapore Indian Fine Arts Society is Singapore's pioneer academy in imparting the knowledge of Indian classical music, dance, and visual arts. Founded in 1949, CFAS is a non-profit Indian cultural organization characterized by a high level of artistic and academic excellence across all disciplines. Its philosophy is portrayed in its motto in Sanskrit, which states, Kala Samskriti Lakshanam. Art characterizes civilization. CFAS offers a structured curriculum and classes along with in-depth teaching and artistic guidance. Students who take the examinations graduate with a certificate or diploma. Graduates educated and trained at CFAS provide support to other Indian cultural groups and contribute to the development of the arts in Singapore and the region. CFAS will continue to resonate with the transformation of Singapore into a global city of the arts. It looks forward to growing a lasting legacy, sustaining its standards of quality, and rising above the expectations of a premier arts organization. Next on the program comes the important item in a dance performance, the Keerthanam. Mayil Meedu Vilayadum, set in Ragam Vasanti to the Talam Adi, choreographed by Guru Geethanadhan PK, composed by Satur Karpagam. Mayil Meedu Vilayadum Vadivelane, Murugane, Unnai Manamara Ninaipavarku Arul Balane. O Vadivela, one who rides on top of the blue peacock, shower your blessings on us. O six-faced God, the one who arose from the third eye of Lord Shiva, we surrender ourselves to you. The son of Shiva, who resides in the Kailash mountains, you protect us from all our miseries. You remove all our obstacles and wash off our karma. O Kumara, I pay my respects to you.
மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே, மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே, மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே, மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே கையிலை வாழ் ஜெகதீசன் மைந்தனே கந்தனை கலங்காது என்னை காக்கும் கருணாகரனே கையிலை வாழ் ஜெகதீசன் மைந்தனே கந்தனை கலங்காது என்னை காக்கும் கருணாகரனே கையிலை வாழ் ஜெகதீசன் மைந்தனே கந்தனை கலங்காத என்னை காக்கும் கருணாகரனே கையிலை வாழ் ஜெகதீசன் மைந்தனே கந்தனை கலங்காத என்னை காக்கும் கருணாகரனே தா பத கபத கதா பத கபத சதா பத கபத சத பத பத ச கதா பத சத சத ச பத ச கபத ச ரி கபத ச கரி பகத சத சத ச பத ச கபத ச ரி கபத ச கரி பகத சத மயில் மீது சதா மயில் மீது சதா மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள் பாலனே மயில் மீது வண்ண மயில் மீது தோகை மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே முருகனே ஒரு நாள் நாள் உனை ஒரு தரமேனும் குமரா என்றழைப்பவர்க்கு கர்ம வினை கலைந்திடுவாய் கார்த்திகேயனே. ஒரு நாள் உனை ஒரு தரமேனும் குமரா என்றழைப்பவர்க்கு கர்ம வினை கலைந்திடுவாய் கார்த்திகேயனே. அருள் வாரி சொரிகின்ற அவதாரனே, அருணகிரி பாவில் வந்த பாலமுருகனே. அருள் வாரி சொரிகின்ற அவதாரனே, அருணகிரி பாவில் வந்த பாலமுருகனே. தாபத கபத கதாபத கபத சதா பத கபத சத சபத பத ச கதா பத சத சத பத ச கபத ச ரிகபத ச கரி பக சப சத சத ச பத ச கபத ச ரிகபத ச கரி பக சப சத. மயில் மீது சதா மயில் மீது சதா மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே, உன்னை மனமாற நினைப்பவர்க்கு அருள்பாலனே. மயில் மீது வண்ண மயில் மீது தோகை மயில் மீது விளையாடும் வடிவேலனே. முருகா
Moving on, Nirupama will be performing a Javali. Divya Prabandham, set in Ragamalika, set to the Thalam Rupakam, choreographed by Guru Geethanadhan and composed by Sri Kulashekara Arvar. O Lord, who was born from the pearl-like belly of Kausalya, you made the heads of the king of South Lanka fall. O my sweet Lord Rama, of the temple of Tirukannapuram, which is surrounded by great and huge walls. O Rama, the best of the Raghu clan, I will sing a sweet lullaby for you. Please do sleep. The child of Kausalya, who decorates her black hair with jasmine from the Konganadu, and the son of the great King Dasharatha. The Lord who built a dam using mountains and destroyed Lanka that was protected by a wall. The Lord who churned the ocean and gave nectar to the Devas. My darling of Tirukannapuram, which holds the people who make the arts flourish. Oh, the mighty one who bent the bow. Rama, please do sleep.
மண்ணு புகழ் கௌசலை தன் மணி வயிறு வாழ்த்தவனே. மண்ணு புகழ் கௌசலை தன் மணி வயிறு வாழ்த்தவனே. மண்ணு புகழ் கௌசலை தன் மணி வயிறு வாழ்த்தவனே. தென்னிலங்கை கோன்முடிகள் சிந்துவிதாய் செம்பொன் சேர். தென்னிலங்கை கோன்முடிகள் சிந்துவிதாய் செம்பொன் சேர். கண்ணினான் மாமதில் புடை சூழ் கணபுரத்தல் கருமணியே. கண்ணினான் மாமதில் புடை சூழ் கணபுரத்தல் கருமணியே. என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாழேலோ. என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாழேலோ. கொங்குமல்லி கருங்குழலாய் கோசலைதன் குலமடலாய். கொங்குமல்லி கருங்குழலாய் கோசலைதன் குலமடலாய். தங்கு பெரும் புகழ் ஜனகன் திருமருகாதாசரதே. தங்கு பெரும் புகழ் ஜனகன் திருமருகாதாசரதே. கங்கையிலும் தீர்த்தமல்லி கணபுரத்தன் கருமணியே. கங்கையிலும் தீர்த்தமல்லி கணபுரத்தன் கருமணியே. என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாழேலோ. என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாழேலோ. தாமரை மேல் ஆயனவனை படைத்தவனே தயரதன் தான். தாமரை மேல் ஆயனவனை படைத்தவனே தயரதன் தான். மாமயிலாய் மைதிலித்தன் மணவாள வந்தினங்கள். மாமயிலாய் மைதிலித்தன் மணவாள வந்தினங்கள். காமரங்கள் இசை பாடும் கணபுரத்தன் கருமணியே. காமரங்கள் இசை பாடும் கணபுரத்தன் கருமணியே. ஏமரு சீலை வளவா ராகவனே தாலேலோ. ஏமரு சீலை வளவா ராகவனே தாலேலோ. மலையதனால் அணை கட்டி மதிலிலங்கை அழித்தவனே. மலையதனால் அணை கட்டி மதிலிலங்கை அழித்தவனே அலை கடலி கடைந்த மரர்க்கு அமுதருளி செய்தவனே அலை கடலி கடைந்த மரர்க்கு அமுதருளி செய்தவனே கலை வளவர்த்தாம் வாழும் கணபுரத்து கருமணியே கலை வளவர்த்தாம் வாழும் கலைபுரத்து கருமணியே சிலை வளைவாய் சேவகனே ஸ்ரீராமா தாலேலோ சிலை வளைவாய் சேவகனே ஸ்ரீராமா தாலேலோ. தேவரையும் அசுரரையும் திசைகளையும் படைத்தவனே தேவரையும் அசுரரையும் திசைகளையும் படைத்தவனே யாவரும் வந்தடி வணங்க அரங்கநகர் துயின்றவனே யாவரும் வந்தடி வணங்க அரங்கநகர் துயின்றவனே காவிரி நல் நதி பாயும் கணபுரத்தல் கருமணியே காவிரி நல் நதி பாயும் கணபுரத்தல் கருமணியே வரிவெள் சிலை வளவா ராகவனே காலேலோ ஏவரி வெள் சிலை வளவா ராகவனே தாலேலோ ராகவனே தாலேலோ ராகவனே தாலேலோ.
We'd like to convey our gratitude to your patience with regard to the seating arrangement confusion a little while earlier. And before we move on to the last final piece, we would like to introduce our guest of honor, Mrs. Shanta Rati, Mrs. Ranjani Rangan, Mr. Meenakshi Sundaram, and Mrs. Renuka Vaidyanathan, our valuable members of the management committee. To say a few words about Mrs. Shanta Rati, she has been hailed as the Indian dance icon of Singapore. She is widely appreciated for her grace, elegance, and the persuasive power of her dance. She is one of the leading lights of Singapore's cultural and classical dance scene and is widely respected and recognized as one of the foremost kuchipudi dancers of our times on the global stage. In a dazzling career spanning 4 decades, she has scaled almost every peak in the world of Indian classical dance, which is also an integral part of Singapore's culture. She is easily the only Singaporean Indian who has achieved this status. Senior critics describe her as a finished dancer, sculpture come alive, visual poetry, a lovely Venus among the stars, a rare combination of quick silver movements and beguiling abhinaya. One of the foremost Kuchipudi dancers today, she has won critical acclaim for her performances in the major festivals in India and across the world. USA, Iraq, UK, Switzerland, Germany, Japan, Malaysia, and Australia. A multifaceted personality, dancer, choreographer, teacher, arts promoter, a cultural activist, and a filmmaker. She also serves on the specialist panel at NAC of Singapore. Madam Shanta Rathy is trained extensively in Bharatanatyam, Kathakali, Kuchipudi, and Kalaripayattu under the most eminent gurus in India. Having lived and worked in various parts of the world, preserving tradition on one hand, her work extends beyond the tradition to experimental and innovative works. She has also made documentary films on painting, photography, dance, and social issues. She is presently Artistic Director of Shanta Rathy Initiatives, where classes for Kuchipudi and Bharatanatyam are being conducted. She has been awarded the title of Natya Kala Nipuna and Gold Medal in Singapore, and the title Kala Shiromani in India in recognition for her contribution to the arts. Moving on to our Member of Management Committee, Mrs. Ranjani Rangan. Mrs. Ranjani is Chairperson of Community and Engagement, CFAS. She hails from a musical family and is a second-generation alumni of CFAS. She finished her diploma and Arangetram in Bharatanatyam under the tutelage of Guru Shanta Ponnudurai and was bestowed with Natya Visharad by CFAS in 1997. Ranjani's passion to give back to her alma mater paved the way for her to be a current management community member of CFAS. Professionally, she is currently an executive director within the Changi Airport Group. Now, we move on to Mrs. Renuka Vaidyanathan. An engineer and MBA by qualification, is an alumnus of IIM Bangalore. She has many years of experience in the corporate world of finance and corporate planning functions. She has been an active volunteer in the CFAS family since 2003 as a member of the festival committee and has helped put together several festivals. Mr. Meenakshi Sundaram is a seasoned professional in financial services with over 23 years of experience in business strategy and execution. He has extensive exposure to product management, operational risk, and performance analysis. A chartered accountant by qualification, he is also a member of Cost and Management Accountants India and has further enriched his leadership capabilities via an executive program in IIMA. He is an avid follower of classical music, a passionate promoter of art in social circles and in corporate forums, a life member of the Music Academy Madras, and is always looking forward to opportunities to collaborate with institutions and make a meaningful impact in this area. A huge round of applause for our honorable guests of the evening. I would now like to invite our guest of honor, Srimati Shanta Rathy, Guru Geethanadhan, and the members of committee, Mrs. Ranjani Rangan, Mr. Sundaram, and Mrs. Renuka Vaidyanathan upon stage. Guru Geethanadhan sir. I would now like to call upon Nirupama's parents to felicitate the guests. Mr. and Mrs. Balaji would now present our guest of honor with a bouquet and a token of appreciation. Thank you, Revati and Balaji Anna. I would now like to request Mrs. Shanta Rati to felicitate Guru Geethanadhan sir. Ma'am, I would like to request you to felicitate the artists as well. I'll just call them up one by one. On the vocals, we have Shri T.P. Nishant. Nishant sir. Shri T. Ramanan on the mridangam. Shri Ganesh Kumar on the violin. Shri R. Srinivasan on the flute. Guru Shri Liji for hair and makeup. Shri Liji for hair and makeup. Also to Madam Ranjini.
We would also like to thank our MC for today. Could we kindly request Miss Shanta Radhi to facilitate Miss Madangi Narayanan, please?
Chinnada Drishti Patruthu. Now, I'd like to request you to also felicitate Mrs. Renuka Vaidyanathan. We're just bringing up the... Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for gracefully being patient with us. Also, we'd like to felicitate Mr. Meenakshi Sundaram. Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to request Mrs. Ranjini to give the certificate of completion to Nirupama. I'd like to request Mr. Sundaram to present her with the bouquet. Sorry, the plaque. May I request Mrs. Renuka to give her the bouquet? Finally, Guru Geethanadhan would like to present Nirupama with a painting. The painting has been done by Mr. Rajesh. Thank you so much, ma'am and sir. I would now like to request Mrs. Shanta Radhi to say a few words.
Sitting or standing? Vanakkam, Namaskaram, Gurubhyo Namaha. It is so heartwarming to see so many people gathered here to bless Nirupama on this auspicious occasion of her Arangetram. Your appreciation is almost palpable. I can feel it. In the world of dance, when a student has put in a number of years of training, and when she is ready, she is brought to the Arangam, the stage, to do a full performance on her own. And that is celebrated as an Arangetram. Aranga Yerradu. And today's Arangetram is the dream of a young girl come true. Her passion, her dedication, her constant, consistent hard work and discipline that has made her realize this dream. And for all of this, support is a very, very crucial thing. And her parents, Mr. Narayana Balaji and Mrs. Revati Balaji, have been like rocks supporting her. It is difficult without that kind of support for a dancer to go through this process. And then, of course, there is the teacher, the one who imparts, who instills, who teaches and trains with unfailing dedication and loads and loads of patience. As a teacher, I know how much patience it takes to nurture a child, to mold a student into what you saw today. And Nirupama herself, and for that, of course, when I talk about teachers, I must give the credit to Geethanadhan, who's done a marvelous job. And of course, Nirupama herself, despite all the distractions, the compulsions, and the demands of academics, being a student of psychology, she has given her unstinting focus to achieving what we witnessed today, this level of proficiency, which is, I think, quite commendable. This is the beginning, the Arambam. She now enters, she is ready to enter the next level into this charmed world of dance, because it's a lifelong learning journey. And not only that, all this is going to equip her handsomely. It's going to enrich her, not just for her profession, perhaps as a psychologist or as a dancer, but also for her life. That is the power of dance. A natural concomitant to dance is music. And today we were very fortunate to have such a talented orchestra that gave able support to this evening's performance and made it so special. Dance in India, or in Indian culture, is described as Sampurna Kala. It is complete. This is stated in the texts. There is a text that we follow called the Natya Shastra, which was written some 2,000 to 3,000 years ago by a sage called Bharatanatyam. And he categorically states that there is no art that is not found in dance, be it Shilpam or Shastram or jnanam or vidya or kala or yoga or karma. This is a complete art. தமிழில் சொல்ல போனாக்க நாட்டிய கலைங்கிறது ஒரு பொக்கிஷம் என்று சொல்லலாம். And that treasure trove, at the core of that lies a culture of a people. When I say culture, kalacharam, it's not just dance and music and painting and poetry. It is everything. It is the way we dress, our language, our beliefs, our behavior, our cuisine, our customs. Everything encompasses what we call culture. And we Indians have brought our culture from India and transplanted that on this island, beautiful island nation. So this is our heritage. This is our identity. And therefore, it is very, very significant that we should preserve it so that it doesn't fade away. And it will. If you have a beautiful product and there are no consumers for it, it is going to go away. It's going to disappear. So, preservation is a crucial part of what we could do for the art forms. So that brings me, there is a thought that I really would like to share with you, something very close to my heart. For an event like this, there is a triad at play. 3 things have to fall into place: the dance, the dancer, and a very, very significant other part is the audience, you. Without you, this cannot happen. I'm sure there are many of you who had other commitments, other engagements, who put it all aside to come here today and support this. I hope, it is my sincere hope, that you will continue to do that. Not because a person who is performing is a friend or family or your neighbor, but because you feel a certain belonging, a certain connection to the arts, to our heritage. And not necessarily Bharatanatyam only. India has 8 classical dance forms. It could be Kathak, Odissi, or Kuchipudi, or Mohiniyattam, Kathakali, anything. It is our shared heritage. And for audiences, as the Shastras say, the whole purpose of art is to create rasa, the enjoyment, to make it simple, to put it very, very simply, because rasa is something that is debated, is written about by the scholars, and it continues. That study is so in-depth. But to put it simply for you, rasa is an enjoyment, is a relishing. Like we say, ரசிகர்கள்னு தமிழில் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, ரசிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு தன்மை வேண்டும், அவங்க தான் ரசிகர்கள். So that rasa that you are supposed to experience, or we as audiences experienced today, is the very purpose of the arts. And as the scientists say, for such experiences, something happens to us. There's a chemical change in our body. All the happy hormones are released, and it gives you a sense of wellness, a sense of emotional, mental, and physical wellness. So I would say this is healing at a soul level. All the sadhana that the artists do, you saw the magnificent orchestra, the teacher, the dancer, and so many people backstage, and the technical support, all of this must, I hope, make you feel within you the need to support by going to shows in the future. so that there will be a thriving culture that we can hand over to the coming generations. And with that, I'd like to once again thank everybody responsible for having me here, especially the Balajis. I want to congratulate Nirupama, particularly for a magnificent performance. Wouldn't you agree? That years of hard work and training and discipline. And the Balajis and Geethanadhan, the orchestra, the committee members, Ranjini and Renuka and Sundaram sir. Right? And all of you, congratulations to you for making this event happen and happen so well and successfully. Thank you. Vanakkam. And of course, our MC.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your enriching speech. Now I'd like to request Mr. Sundaram to say a few words.
Namaskaram. I'll probably keep it crisp. I don't want to stand in between you and the Tilana that is coming up. What should I say? It's such an excellent evening. A few words come to my mind. Authentic, stylish, gracious, and full of poise. And performances such as this is what keeps us in CFAS motivated, whether it is the management committee under the leadership of Mr. K.V. Rao, our esteemed gurus, and the administrative officers. So I know Madangi mentioned a few things about CFAS, but I'll just leave you with a couple of stats, which might surprise you, by the way. We train about 1,800 students, of which about 1,200 are in 4 main disciplines: Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Carnatic vocal, and Hindustani vocal. And then the rest of the 600 are across the other 14 disciplines that we train people. Clearly, I think I felt magically transported to the Ayaram Kal Mandapam in Chidambaram today. Chidambaram is where I come from, by the way. I should congratulate the parents and gurus and the orchestra for coming up with such a nice show. I was just going through the brochure. I also learned that Nirupama is an ardent lover of Tamil. So I'll just quickly close this short speech invoking Lord Nataraja with the shloka from Periya Puranam. உலகெல்லாம் உணர்ந்தோதற்கரியவன் நிலவுலாவிய நீர்மலி வேணியன் அலகில் ஜோதியன் அம்பலத்து ஆடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தியவனாகுவோம். So with that prayer, I pray to Lord Nataraja to bestow the choicest of blessings to Saubhagyavati Nirupama. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech, sir. Now I'd like to request Mrs. Renuka to say a few words.
Namaskaram and good evening to you all. As a long-standing member of the CFAS family, it gives me great privilege and I feel a sense of pride to see one of CFAS's students ascend the stage in an Arangetram. Arangetram, particularly for Bharatanatyam, is very important. It used to be a temple dance form, and it was considered a rite of passage for the temple dancers, and so it is for any student who ascends the stage. I wish to congratulate Nirupama, her guru, and her parents for putting in so much hard work. I know what hard work goes into it, because I was a parent of an Arangetram student myself almost 16 years ago, and I know what effort goes into it. Arangetram is a culmination of sorts in a way, and a beginning in another way. So now Nirupama has this whole wide world open in front of her. She can choose to pursue dance at a professional level, or she could choose to pursue it as a hobby. Whatever she chooses, I wish her well. May she choose wisely and well. Congratulations and wish you all the best from the CFAS family.
Thank you for your encouraging words, ma'am. Now on to Mrs. Ranjani.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Namaskaram. I think everybody has already said everything. And I don't want to keep everyone from dinner and Tilana, but just a few things. I'm really, really proud to see Nirupama flourish today. I saw her in her 8th year along with my daughter. They all took 8th year together in 2019, and to see her blossom into such a beautiful dancer today, it gives me a lot of joy and happiness. CFAS as an institution has always supported flourishing the art form and dancers, upcoming dancers. And I think in that sense, it is indeed brilliant and wonderful to be able to see her perform. Geeta sir, you did a magnificent job today. I think your training really, really showed. And it was really proud to see all our gurus and our alumni, Ramanan, to be on stage today and to accompany her so beautifully. As Renuka mentioned earlier, planning an Arangetram is like planning a wedding. I think an Arangetram is worse than a wedding because at least in a wedding, you can give it to an outsourcing provider to do it. Here, the parents take it on, and the countless number of hours that the parents would have spent shuttling Nirupama to class back and forth, it's amazing, and I think they deserve a special round of applause. Once again, congratulations to everybody involved in the Arangetram, and we from the CFAS family are really, really proud of today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjani. Now may I request the guests to go into the audience so we can continue with our last piece of the evening. We will now move on to the final piece of the evening, Tilana. It's set in the Ragam Hamir Kalyani to the Talam Adi, choreographed by Guru Geethanadhan sir, composed by Mysore Maharaja. Tilana is a brisk and an attractive dance item performed as one of the concluding pieces of a margam. It consists of jatis and a few lines of sahityam in praise of a deity or king. In the Sahityam of the Tilana, devotee says, "O great king, who is the ruler of this earth, wealthy men worship you, O Lord, for your admirable character. Goddess Matangi, please protect him and us all."
ಉದನದತರ ತನಧೀಂ ತನಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲನಧಿರ್ಧಿರ್ತೋ ತನೋ ತನೋ ತನ ಉದನದತರ ತನಧೀಂ ತನಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲನಧಿರ್ಧಿರ್ತೋ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನಾದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನಾದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನಾದ ತರ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋ ತನೋ ತನೋ ಉದನಾದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನಾದ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ ತನೋ ಉದನದ ದೀದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ದೀದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ ತನೋ ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ ತನೋ ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ಉದನದ ತರ ದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ ತನೋ ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ದೀಂದನ ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ ತನೋ 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 ಉದನದ ತರ ತನದೀಂದನ 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 ಧಿರನಾದಿತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿರಿದಿರಿದೋಂ உதனதர தனதியே திரு திரு தோம் திரு திரு தூம் சனன தன திரு சரி சதவம பம மம கமரி திரு திரு தோம் திரு திரு தூம் சனன தன திரு சரி சதவ பம மம கமரி திரு திரு தோம் திரு திரு தூம் சனன தன திரு சரி சதவ மப மம கமரி நிதரி ததவ மப மம கமரி நிதரி ததவ மப மம கமரி பூரணதர தனதீந்தன திரநாரி தில்லான திரு திரு தோ தனோ 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 உதனதர தனதீ महिमकेतु महिषूर महिपति महाराज पूजित गणपति महिमकेतु महिषूर महिपति महाराज पूजित गणपति मगनीय गुण नाल्वडि श्री कृष्ण महाराजेन्द्रुनि मातंगे मगनीय गुण नाल्वडि श्री कृष्ण महाराजेन्द्रुनि मातंगे पवद पम पग मरे सवाग मरे सदा पम पग मरे पव पद पम पग मरे पग मरे सदा पम पग मरे पव पद पम पग मरे सदा पम पग मरे पव पद पम पग मरे पग मरे सदा पम पग मरे तिरन तारन तोम तदर दित्लान कडकडदोम दित्लान कडकडदोम दित्लान कडकडदोम दनादतर तनदीम दन तिरनारि तिल्लान धीर धीर तोम तनु तनु दन उदनादतर तनदीम दन तिरनारि तिल्लान धीर धीर तोम तनु तनु दन उदनादतर तनदीम तदर तनदीम तदर तनदीम मंगलम कोसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनुजाय सार्वभौमाय मंगलम सार्वभौमाय मंगलम मंगलम मंगलम
That was such a happy ragam, and I think it spread a lot of happiness and positivity at the end. I'd now like to call upon Kritika for the second song of the evening. She will render an evergreen composition by Chandrasekhara Saraswati in ragam Yamuna Kalyani, set to Adi Talam, Maitrim Bhajata.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजेत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजेत्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजेत्रीं आत्मवदेव पराणपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव पराणपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परेष्वक्रममां क्रमणं त्यजत परेष्वक्रममां क्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिल हृजेत्रीं जननी पृथिवी कामदुःखाते जननी पृथिवी कामदुःखाते जनको देवः सकल दयालुः जनको देवः सकल दयालुः दाम्यत दत्त दयत्वं जनत दाम्यत दत्त दयत्वं जनत श्रेयो भूय सकल जनानां 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 आ आ
Thank you, Kritika. I'd now like to invite Mr. Hariharan for his vote of thanks.
A very special good evening to all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion on behalf of Mr. Balaji Narayanan, Ms. Revati Balaji, Nirupama, and Kritika. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. Arangetram, which literally means ascending the stage, marks the completion of several years of intense and dedicated training with the Guru and the dancer's first step into the world of solo stage performance. These words truly echo the sentiments of the debutant dancer Miss Nirupama as she ascended the stage and memorized one and all with her flawless rendition during her Arangetram. There are a lot of people here today that I would like to thank for making this event a huge success. Looking through each row and seeing all of you that have come out for this event, I can find at least one reason to thank each one of you for. Everyone has contributed in one way or other. A lot of time and effort was put in making this event a grand success. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our special guest, Ms. Shanta Ratti, Artistic Director of Shanta Ratti Initiatives, for gracing the occasion tonight. Thank you, ma'am. Our heartfelt thanks to Guru Geethanadhan PK for his patience, constant guidance and motivation throughout, and all the other gurus who have been part of Nirupama's journey thus far. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank the CFA's management and committee for the continuous support. I owe special gratitude for Guru T.P. Nishant, Guru Ganesh Kumar, Guru T. Ramanan, and Guru Srinivasan for their outstanding orchestra accompaniment. Our special thanks to Guru Shiliji for gorgeous hair and makeup on Nirupama's special day. Mr. Rajesh Parur for photography, Mr. Lijesh Karunakaran for videography and live streaming, Mr. K. Kalayarasan for the lighting and sound, and Ms. Matangi for lovely emceeing and keeping us live throughout this evening. And I'd like to also thank few more people Manu Arts for the lovely costumes, JM Jewelers for the amazing jewelries, Aruna Ananda Sayanam for designing the invitation, posters and brochures, Sufyan and team from Alliance Franchise, and finally the Null and Restaurant for today's dinner. Last but not the least, I thank all the distinguished invitees present here for accepting our invitation and cooperating in making this event a huge success. Thank you one and all. Nandri, Vanakkam.
Not yet, we're not done yet. So now for the vote of thanks for Miss Nirupa. She'll be here now.
Namaste. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and attending the occasion tonight. This Arangetram is a dream come true for me and my family, and was an extremely enriching learning process that I will carry with myself forever. Dance has been my strongest companion throughout, and I'm glad that I get to celebrate this with you. Special thanks to Ms. Shantarati for gracing this event and with your presence. Thank you, ma'am, for your hospitality. It meant a lot when you took the time to meet us and agreed to be the guest of honor. Thank you, Ms. Ranjini Rangan and Mr. Sundaram for attending the event. CIFA's management has always been supportive and helped us out in every way possible for this event to come true. I would like to thank my guru. Geeta sir, thank you so much. Thank you alone wouldn't suffice. You have been extremely patient and supportive throughout my entire process, and I cannot be more grateful to have you as my guru. Every correction, every reminder, and all the scoldings has definitely made me the dancer that I am today. Thank you very much, teacher. I would also like to thank all of my gurus who taught me. Sadhana teacher, Bala sir, Sham sir, Maya teacher, and Gayatri teacher. Thank you very, very much. Liji teacher, thank you very much for the makeup today. Next, I would like to thank the wonderful orchestra for tonight. Nishant sir, Ganesh sir, Ramanan sir, and Srinivasan sir. Thank you so much for helping me understand the music and work with the talam. And I'm extremely grateful for all your support and teaching. Thank you very, very much. I would also like to thank Rajesh sir for the wonderful photography and Lijesh sir for the videography and live streaming tonight. Kalai sir, thank you so much for all the lighting and the sound arrangements and helping out with other arrangements as well. Loga Anna, thank you so much for helping us with the logistics for this event. I would also like to thank Madangi for the lovely emceeing tonight. Thank you so much, Madangi, for agreeing to be my MC. And Manu Didi, thank you so much for the lovely costumes, and Armugam Anna for the beautiful jewelry. And I would like to thank Aruna. Thank you so much for the lovely invitation, posters, and brochures. Despite your hectic schedule, you accommodated all the last-minute changes and did a wonderful job for us. Sufyan and team, thank you very much for helping us with the setup, coordination, and making this process smooth for us. I would like to thank Pranav. Thank you so much for being my tech support now and always. And Ruben for the wonderful montage. I would like to thank my family. Thank you so much for being extremely supportive of my dance journey throughout. I am nothing without you all. Thank you for tolerating me these past few weeks and encouraging me throughout this whole process. I'm extremely grateful to have you by my side. And thank you for making this Arangetram possible for me. And Sarvan uncle, thank you so much for dinner tonight. And now I would like to thank all my friends, Aisha, Krisni, Sudhar, Reshma, Shalini, Tulasi, Hema, Christy, Yashu, Leka. Thank you so much, girls. You guys never failed to check up on me, making sure I was fine, stayed with me during rehearsals constantly, and motivated me to do better. Thank you so much for keeping me sane throughout. I'm extremely thankful for all your love and support. And Akka and Baba, thank you so much for assisting us throughout this entire process as well. I'm extremely thankful for all your love and support. Karthik and Rupali, thank you so much for helping me organize and plan this event. And Niraj and Darshan for helping out with the arrangements for today. Vigneshwaran uncle, thank you so much for the puja. And Priya and Rekha auntie for the foyer Rangoli design. Last but not the least, thank you audience for all the encouragement and love and everyone who made this possible. Thank you and have a lovely evening.
That concludes this fine artistic evening. We thank you all once again for gracing us with your presence and supporting Nirupama in her Arangetram. There is a photo booth out on the corridor. We would like you to take all photos and be part of our wonderful memories. Dinner is served by Nalan Restaurant. Thank you once again for being a wonderful audience. Stay safe, take care, good night, and namaskaram.